just show you what I've done as part of the hack, part of the adaptation of the Stenstorp bench from Ikea. So this is a sort of an island, kitchen island you can get, £200 in the UK, so it's available worldwide, but I thought I'd just document exactly what we've done, because we've kind of only got a small kitchen, we want to press it against the wall, so doing that, and we want to obviously have seating at the front here, and doing that, pushing against the wall means you've lost access to the back of the shelves when we push it against the wall there. So what I've done is I've taken out this MDF fixed partition which runs down the central part of the unit. That's very simple to do. It does actually come fixed to this bottom part here. It's kind of, there's 4 hex type screws in it, so as long as you've got a hex a set of hexes, you'll find the right one, and you'll be able to unscrew this bit because it comes screwed to it basically when it's flat pack. You can undo it from there. Do that before you put it up, obviously. Actually, we assembled the whole thing, and then I purposefully unscrewed those just before we started to assemble it, just before we turned it the right way up, and then we fixed it up last night just to see how it looked, and then today I basically took a kind of a cutting it's a small handheld multi-cutter, and started to cut up here with a jigsaw blade as well, sort of made a cut along the MDF and just popped out one side and slotted it out from the screw at the top there, and there was like a little sort of wooden dowel there that I had to pull it out on that side, and the same on that side, and that came away. What I've done though is I've fitted 32mm by 32mm rods, about 130 centimeters long, just a bit over, so cut it down to size, and they did there, and also one above there, so that helps a bit in the rigidity. So, and I basically just drilled screws on there and there, so it looks alright, no problem. I could fill that up with some white putty if I wanted to, but it's probably okay. You don't really notice it much when you get used to it. There and there as well, and that keeps that nice and tight, and basically it goes flush on the inside there, and it's level with the top of the kind of the ridge there, so that fits in there, and obviously the bottom bit's part of the unit anyway, that's nice and solid. The only other thing it was pretty stable, but I think it was the kind of the MDF that goes down the central part does give some sort of stability, as it's sort of a piece of wood that's kind of vertical. It stops it from rocking like a trapezium like that a little bit, so it was a little bit more rocky, I would have said, because it didn't have that bracing. So what I've done is I've just put an old bit of kind of batten at the back there. You can't really see it, so that's fine against the wall. I could have used a better bit of wood if I had a bit, but that's done the job, and it's really nice and firm again here and here. It's a great unit for the value, for the money really, and the worktop alone is probably worth about 80 quid or 100 quid, so really good value for money. I can't recommend the Stenstorp enough so far. So that's the adaptation. The only other thing worth mentioning is if you want to then get the shelves so that they sit flush at the front, I've just turned them round basically. So normally that nice curved edge would sit on this side, but I've turned them round, and I've just cut the corners out for the legs at the back, and to do that I used a metal nibbler, which looks like, let me just see if I can grab it. Yeah, this is one here. Basically get it cheap off eBay for a few quid. And there's the finished article against the wall, so that's it basically. It looks quite different now. Now it hasn't got that big white block in the middle. It looks less like sort of an imposing bit of furniture, and instead it's kind of like just part of the kind of the kitchen sort of work surfaces really, you know. It looks quite professional with the metal shelving, and now you can see it, and now you can access the stuff by pulling the chair out. There you are, so that's a really nice space, really happy with it. The next step for us will be to treat this wood. We didn't realise that, but reading the instructions you have to get a certain type of wood wood preservative, wood oil, just made out of linseed oil and some other oil, and you can buy that from Ikea very cheaply. But it's, of course, we didn't know that at the time of purchase, so you might want to consider that at the same time. It's only £5 in store. You can get it from sellers on eBay for about 11 quid, so obviously they do a markup on that, and that might be easier depending on where your nearest store is, obviously. But no, it looks really good, really happy with it.